You are listening to The Investor's Guide to Scorpio Ranch and Phoenix Bloom by Sasha Wallace. Narrated for you by Sasha Wallace. Donations to paypal.me/Bloom Healing. Inquiries bloomhealing22@gmail.com. The locations of the Home Tree Farm eco-villages are Sunsite Ranches in Arizona and Gunsight Ranches in Texas. Chapter 1. Introduction. Saturday, 11th of November, 2023. Welcome back. It's a pleasure to see your face in the audience again. Whether you've been eagerly awaiting the next phase of the Hero's Journey Autumn Fall Festival, whether we've met or not yet, I'm writing this for friends and future collaborators. If you're spending your precious time to read this short book that I wrote for you, then I already know we're vibing on the same frequency, and this has been a worthwhile journey for us both to take. Thank you for showing up. We need good people out here. What's this book about? For a detailed answer, please turn to the contents page and see where each color zone will lead you. Each section stands alone, yet can be understood as part of the bigger picture. The short answer is this. It's about sustainability, creating opportunities, and community growth, while becoming more self-reliant on our own individual skills, strengths, and unique awesomeness in the rapidly changing world we find ourselves in today. Sustainability reaches across the whole rainbow, from the impact of carbon pollution, switching to solar power, the future of electric cars, to building off-grid homes with renewable materials and growing our own fruit and veg. But it doesn't stop there. In fact, it can't even start there unless we're creating sustainable wellness in our bodies and fostering a healthy mindset towards caring for ourselves and the planet so that we can effectively problem solve and find solutions to the challenges we face. Much of the diagnosed depression, anxiety, and mental health worries that people experience stems from a feeling of being helpless, without choices or options, or a way out of their personal struggle. Working as a mental health professional in the NHS and running my own holistic healing practice for over a decade has convinced me of the evidence that we always have options. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel, and oftentimes it's the very process of hitting rock bottom that springs us back up an atom. Where else is there to go but up? I've personally dragged myself through some really dark tunnels, at moments not sure if the light I was seeing was just my imagination. And then at the darkest point, just before the dawn, I'd realize it was precisely my imagination and my fiery visualization that was bringing me out of the cruel storm. That by gripping the mast of my ship with all my might, those dreams of my inner child, the protection of my baby gangster intuition, matched with a firm belief in myself and my core value, had saved me. I had carried me to safety. This is a metaphor that will be clearer to those studying my digital course, the Hero's Journey Bloom Masterclass, where we follow the white rabbit all the way down into Wonderland in beautiful Technicolor glory and you'll hear more about my personal hero's journey. At least certainly a hero in the making. But that's the sequel to this book, and a story for another day. I say all this to say, sometimes, maybe all the time, it's the struggles we go through when we feel at our weakest that teach us the most about our resilience, our fight to survive, and our strength to keep going no matter what. It can be the trauma, the PTSD of grief, loss, abandonment, separation, and loneliness, especially when we are young, that shape us into the people we are. And from those hard lessons, we either choose to embody those memories inside us forever as some kind of burden to be carried, or we find a way to transform that energy into something else and channel negative emotions into positive, affirmative action. These are the choices we have at our fingertips every day, and we make these minute, almost imperceptible decisions moment by moment. Yet every time a bad thing happens, we feel left out, an opportunity passes us by, or we get offended by what someone says. There's a fraction of a second where our inner voice says, "How do I want to react to this?" It's a very quiet voice, barely a whisper. But if you can learn to listen to the voice of your intuition, your sixth sense, and just take one deep breath before you respond, you'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Your ability to listen and respond to your intuition gets stronger and stronger every time you try it. Your potential to make different choices that have hugely positive effects in your own life, especially in difficult moments of tension or stress, is likened to a superpower in my book. The other great thing that helps during a crisis, of course, is having good friends around you to laugh with, shake off the blues with, and enjoy the simple things with. A like-minded community who support you and want you to thrive in all you do. I've envisioned building a community such as this for over a decade. From my early designs for Bloom, the health spa for the mind, to finding new ways to connect with my tribe through the Bloom Space well-being platform. I was making natural medicines in my kitchen and home videos for my YouTube channel on a range of cool subjects, and this proceeded to open the door to the Entrepreneur Academy, hosted by London's Chelsea Football Club Foundation. My line of natural medicines made with pure essential oils, bloomhealing.co.uk, was launched in November 2019 at the famous Stamford Brook Football Stadium, in a building full of entrepreneurs and inspiring startups, all buzzing with encouragement over our 2-minute elevator pictures, as we shared hot coffee and cookies on a cold winter morning. We had no idea the world was days away from lockdown, where our chances for a friendly social gathering were about to go into a cryo-sleep state. And now, drum roll please, I've finally got the chance to fulfill my childhood dreams and kickstart my evergreen bloom plans into action and build an eco-village. In America, in fact, we're building 2 of them, and I'm thrilled to invite you along for the journey to help us develop and build our futuristic adventure playground, while building a brighter future for you and your family at the same time. Shown on the front cover and described in the red zone are 2 locations for our eco-villages. I have purchased these 2 parcels of land in the US, one in Arizona and the other in Texas, and I'm the principal developer for both sites. I'm inviting investors, individuals, and business owners on board who want to lease land on our property for ours and their own business activities. There's also leases available for families who want to build their own sustainable off-grid homes side by side with us, but on their own secluded acre or half acre, and share resources, skills, and materials as we build our own homestead, dig an underground greenhouse, and plant our CO2Go forest, bringing the Home Tree Farm eco-village communities to life. Our satellite eco-village is at Phoenix Bloom, at Sunsite Ranches, Cochise County, Arizona, under the Sierra Vista Mountains on Highway RM-191, with just 30 minutes drive from the Wild West towns of Tombstone, Bisbee, Gleason, Benson, and Pierce, better known as the Old Ghost Town Trail. It's also only 3 hours from Phoenix, the city in Arizona, but that's not how it got its name. Our Phoenix is of mythology fame, of blue, red, and green fiery flame, rising from the ashes of her own destruction, emerging gracefully and totally transformed by the experience. It's the smaller of the 2 sites, at 2.6 acres, and is our headquarters. It's a satellite base camp like the moon orbiting the great globe of the Earth. Sitting on the high plateau, an elevation of 4,500 feet, she keeps her dragon eyes trained on Scorpio Ranch, 340 miles east and down towards Texas. The flagship eco-village, aka Scorpio Ranch, is located amid the famous Gunsight ranches, Sierra Blanca, White Mesa in West Texas. Just off RM 1111, at the intersection of 3 main highways, lies Eagle Tank Lake and Reservoir in Hudspeth County. Those who know their astrology will note the significance of all 3 avatars belonging to the zodiac of Scorpio finally come home to roost. Life, death, rebirth. Eagle, Scorpion, Phoenix. The triangulation of transformation. The life cycle of a butterfly. At 53 acres, this ranch property offers far greater leasing opportunities for investors who need land for generating renewable energy, e.g. solar and wind farms, and for ecological conservation and educational projects. Other leasing options are available and terms are negotiable. Both of our eco-villages are packed with exciting opportunities to get involved and are welcoming cash donations for building materials, skilled builders, vehicles, volunteers, plants and young trees, tools, furniture, kitchenware, books for our library, and much else besides. We're inviting applications from individuals or established groups with specialist skills in animal care, animal rescue, wildlife sanctuary stewards, safari rangers and gamekeepers, horse wranglers, and qualified veterinarians. There are new future communities springing up around the world as we speak. But in many cases, the community who will eventually live there will have had no involvement or say in the actual building of or culture of their community. That's not the way I want to work or live. I'm fully committed to this being a genuine community enterprise from the outset and from the ground up. This is an investor's guide, so look out for the many different ideas in this book on how you can invest in yourself and your well-being. First and foremost, and then for your family, prepping your home for emergencies, and growing your own garden vegetables, or even a whole food forest, to generating hard cash and income from the land you live on. The only limit is your imagination. Every day offers another chance for a fresh new outlook on the world and your place in it. Ways to invest in a home tree farm eco-village include, but are not limited to, donating cash in any currency via our funding page, www.paypal.me/Bloom Healing, by volunteering your time, energy, materials and skills in building homes, landscaping gardens, or cooking in our restaurant, etc. Donate new and used items and building materials for our eco-village inventory. See the rainbow section for our wish list. Pay us rent to advertise your business on billboards near our properties, e.g. Scorpio Ranch is only 40 miles to Blue Origin, Jeff. Lease an acre of land from us to plant a vineyard and finally grow that wine you've been dreaming about. And solar panel companies who want to gift us equipment as part payment for leasing space on our land are encouraged to apply. I sincerely hope this book proves useful to you on some level, if not many. That's my wish and my gift to you. I sincerely hope this book proves useful to you on some level, if not many. That's my wish and my gift to you. May it spark the fiery imagination of yours that I see burning in your eyes. Don't be discouraged if you don't see yourself as an investor. Maybe you're a rookie. Let's face it, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The only difference is how we use it. This isn't just a call for hedge fund managers. Still, you'd be welcome. But if you're able to fund us with hedges for our gardens, we'd be delighted to hear from you too. Disclaimer. I am not receiving sponsorship, income, patronage, or endorsements from any brand, company name, or individual that appears in this book. The opinions and beliefs reflected are based entirely upon my own research and insights, and does not represent any religious group or political leaning. Home Tree Farm adheres to a culture of openness and respect, expected by all and afforded to everyone. All leased plots are covered by a formal contract agreement and buyback guarantee, and monthly payment plans are available. You have been listening to The Investor's Guide to Scorpio Ranch and Phoenix Bloom by Sasha Wallace. Narrated for you by Sasha Wallace. Donations, paypal.me/Bloom Healing. Inquiries bloomhealing22@gmail.com. The locations of the Home Tree Farm Eco Villages are Sunsite Ranches in Arizona and Gunsight Ranches in Texas. We can't wait to see you soon. Thank you.